Hi everybody, Rob, John Miller Garden Machinery. Right, so today we're going to briefly look at scarifying. We are about to get run over by Max on a tractor, so we'll see what happens. We'll wave him through first. Never a dull moment here. Anyway, so I've got one of the hire machines out to just run through what scarifying is, what it does, and we'll do a little patch in a minute. So first of all, this is the Billy Goat CR550HC, I think it is. I believe it's still a current model. This one now of mine is probably 6-7 years old. So gets hired out, gets abused, but as you can see, it still works. It's in good nick. So scarifying, basically, scarifying is a treatment you can put on your lawn, and it's taking like the thatch and the moss off the lawn to give your grass a chance to spread and grow. What happens is basically there's a fight going on between grass and moss and thatch, and you want to give the grass as much, chance to survive and establish as you can. So twice a year, normally April, and then if you're watching this video now, it's kind of September we're doing it in, September, early October. It is down to ground conditions. If you've had a week or two of solid rain, you're not going to scarify, it's going to be too wet. But we've had a couple of weeks of dry weather, the ground's quite dry. We had a few nights of rain this week. This isn't the best ground to try it on, but this is all we've got, so we're going to show it. And it's on a slope, so it's a good test for the machine and what you can do. But yeah, so basically you're stripping out, and you're only going, you're literally, the tines of the machine are literally just want to touch the soil by a mil or so. Some you could even take it above that, and you're just dragging out the moss and the thatch. So the best way to do it is mow first. So mow your garden, get it down as short as you can. Obviously, if it's really hot, don't go short because you're going to burn off the grass. So it is all weather dependent. Get your scarifier out, set the level to whatever is suitable for your lawn. There's not a standard thing because machines can have different length blades. Go and do your scarifying. It will create a lot of mess. Yeah, we'll show you in a minute. This might show it, it might not. A lot of mess, and then you get your mower back out and you go and mow it all up and put it in your compost bin. So yeah, so there's sort of the simple kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Principles of scarifying, basically. And then there's different types of blades. All right. So this one has got like swing tip kind of flail blades. So there's a shaft on there, and there's lots of loose bits of metal. And when the machine starts up, they all kick in. I find this one useful if you've got ground that is like this, or you've got tree roots and you don't quite know they're in the ground. They're going to kind of bounce over it. Okay. The other option is you get your fixed blades. They're sort of like, there's 3 or 4 points on it, and there's different types of those as well. You can get self-sharpening, tungsten tipped, hardened, but they're the two principles: solid or like a flail loose blade. So as I say, the Billy Goat of this model runs on the flail blade system. Billy Goat do the fixed tines as well. And then size of machines, you can start at 400 mil. And you can go up to 750, 800 like a walk behind before you start getting big stuff that tractor mounted and that sort of thing. But we mostly deal with the walk behind sort of stuff. So yeah, so I'll get this one set up. When you're going to do it, I'm just going to blast through this because it's the front of the shop. It gets abused, it'll grow back. If you've got a nice lawn at home, go and try it in the corner first. Worst thing to do is get your scarifier out and go straight in the middle of the lawn and then go, bugger, and you've rotivated your lawn. So always try it like back of the garden, get your height set in, and then come to the front of the lawn and start doing it. And then the other thing to mention is, before I start this, to get the best results, you want to go up the lawn, up the garden, you want to go across, and if you've got time, go diagonal as well. It means the blades are hitting all those patches on the lawn and you're going to get most of that moss out. Okay? Right then, so we'll start this up, see what happens. Right, so that is a very brief example of scarifying. I could do the whole lot, I'm not going to, but even with a walk behind machine, you can see you can cover a fair area quite quickly. So I did that on quite a high setting. The ground here isn't good, it's out the front of the shop, so it's very humpy and bumpy, and God knows what's in the ground. Stuff's been dumped here for years, like different types of soil and different types of grass seed. It's just a mismatch with everything. So I kept it high, but hopefully that shows you on the camera what it takes out on a high setting. If I just wound that down by another 3 or 4 mil, as much as that, you would have seen like oodles of moss coming out of there. And obviously when you've got like dips and stuff, you're going to have a happy medium between, don't set it for the low spots, because when you get out to the normal lawn, you're going to be churning that stuff out. So set it for the majority of the lawn where you're going to be, and just accept the dips, and you're going to have to live with it. Unless you want to go back and do those bits individually, but if you want to do that, that's fine. That was the like flail blades that we did there. So once that's done now, what we do is we'll grab a mower and we'll hoover it all up with the mower, sort of like cut it and bag it. And then in theory, that patch of ground there that we've done there, or you do at home, will look a bit barer then. And then from there, you've got a couple of options. If it's really bare, you get a bit of top dressing and some grass seed. If it's not too bad, all you've got to do is chuck some grass seed out there, give it a rake around, and then within 3 or 4 weeks, that'll start establishing and it'll start looking more healthier lawn. So that's the basic principles of scarifying. You can do it yourself. You can pay other companies to come and do it for you. You know, there is lawn treatment companies out there. If you think this is too much hard work, and it can be hard work, if you've got a big lawn, it does get tiring because it's a 3-step process. You've got to mow, you've got to scarify, you've got to mow, like collect it all, and then you've got to put your grass seed down. Some people are like, I can't be arsed for this, you know. So, but it is doable if you've got a manageable sized lawn. So, all right guys, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.